welcome back to my channel. And if you're new here, hi, my name is Jennifer and today is a special video. Today is a thank you to all of you for reaching 5,000 subscribers here on YouTube. Absolutely amazing. I frankly can't believe it. Thanks to, just thank you to all of you. So I ended up doing this video, aligning it 2 years from the day that my first video went up, because I thought that would have some, some synergy. So I actually hit 5,000 a little while back, but, thanks to all of you who posted things on Instagram and reached out. I really do appreciate it. I have posted a picture of everything that's in the 5,000 person giveaway. And when I did that, I got a lot of comments from people asking if I would split it up. And I hadn't planned to split it up. I admit I had planned to just give it to one person, but I understand that, there's a lot of great things in that giveaway and everyone would like a chance at winning. So what I've decided to do is do a 5 for 5. 5 giveaway winners for 5,000 subscribers. So I'm breaking it up into 5 giveaways. And I'm gonna be posting things on Instagram. Everything down below so you all know exactly the rules. But basically it's gonna be as follows. And hopefully if something comes up that tells you. You follow me on YouTube. You follow me on Instagram if you're on Instagram. You tag 2 friends in the comments over on Instagram, not here, over on Instagram. You like the post and you share the post over on Instagram. If you tag 2 people and you like the post and you share it, that gives you 2 entries. Here, if you comment down below on this video, you get 1 entry. Everybody clear? Hopefully that's clear. Hopefully all the rules came up and you saw that. I'm gonna post it down below again. Don't worry. I'm gonna give everyone a bonus entry here on YouTube so you can match what's on Instagram. Here on YouTube, you can't post links in your comments and you can't you can't share it with a friend of yours and say at whatever, it's gonna kick the comment off. So you can't do any of that. But what you can do in the comments is just tell me what about my channel you really enjoy. It's gonna be anything you want, but it has to be a comment about why you've been watching my channel, why you enjoy it, anything particular about it that has sort of resonated with you, or you enjoy certain types of videos that I do, any of that. So that will give you the bonus entry here. So in the end, there'll be 2 entries here on YouTube, 2 entries over on Instagram, total of 4, okay? Do not respond, I've seen this now. I don't think it'll happen to me because my channel is still small, but scam profiles claiming that you've won and you need additional information, that's not gonna happen. I am going to have this video go up, and then I'm gonna have the posts on Instagram go up, and there will be a date that I draw all 5 winners, and that's it. And then I'll notify everyone after that. So if somebody reaches out and asks for information, it's not me. Okay, so those are the rules. That's the 5K giveaway. And I do wanna say thank you to everybody who commented on the post about the giveaway and how to split it up, and all of you that asked questions. So let's go ahead and get into the questions. Love how you do your makeup. Who taught you? So no one. That's a little bit of a misnomer. Let me explain. When I was a kid, I started playing with makeup when I was 3 or 4 years old, and my mom didn't really wear a lot of makeup, but she had some, and I started playing with it pretty much immediately. I loved paints and chalk and, colored pencils and all those things when I was a kid. Pretty much immediately, I was just very much drawn to art. My father and my mother encouraged that, and they bought me easels and paints and, all those things. And so that just sort of bled over into makeup. And because my mom didn't wear a lot of makeup, if at all, I didn't learn from her because she didn't really wear it. And I grew up here in Massachusetts. Massachusetts is not exactly, we're not, don't get me wrong, we have fashion, we have, style, but it's not really the primary focus here. It's not like New York or LA. So I just was playing around with makeup all the time, all the time. And when I was in my teenage years, I did a little bit of modeling. It's a long time ago. And I'm way too short to really model, but you know, like amateur modeling, and played with makeup even more to try to figure out like, you know, what was popular and stuff. Went to college, went to law school, and then when I was in law school, I ended up working for Chanel and doing people's makeup because it gave me a way to make money and not have like specific hours, and I could work. I worked at Chanel at Nordstrom's for a while, and it was a way for me to, you know, make money by doing like wedding makeup and that kind of thing, but still, of course, go to school full time. And the more I played around with makeup and the more I interacted with other makeup artists, the better I got. And then we did have training for Chanel all the time, telling you how to use the products, and national makeup artists would come in and all of that. And so I got really into it. And honestly, I just got better with experience. I just kept doing it. And the more I did, the more mistakes I made and learned from those mistakes and got better. That's really all it is. Now, I will say some of my quote skill, if it could be called skill, comes from my artist background. I did have years of art lessons, private art lessons, and in school. Like I took all kinds of art classes, and then I had private tutoring. So I did spend a very long time in professional art. And when I say professional art, I mean like learning stick figure drawing and, you know, how to draw, how to shade an apple, you know, all that kind of stuff. Like I did spend years doing that. And I played around with a lot of things, oils and water paints and gouache and chalks and, you know, all different types of art and different styles of art. And so because of that, I think that did really help my ability when it came to makeup, because honestly, makeup's not any different. The canvas is your face instead of, you know, a piece of paper or clay or whatever, or marble or whatever you're using, but it's the same idea. What has been your favorite and least favorite makeup trends? My favorite makeup trends have been ones that I've seen lately. I've really enjoyed this sort of natural, no makeup, enhance your own look kind of thing. I think that's really beautiful. I have always seen makeup as a way, well, I use it like as a creative outlet, and I think I enjoy the process of makeup, but I've also always felt like in my opinion, it's a shame that people feel the need to cover themselves with makeup. Like, what I mean by that is I know people who don't feel comfortable going out without a full face of makeup on, not because they like it, not because they love the way they look, because they feel lesser when they don't have it. That has always, I've always seen that as unfortunate, because I really do believe this, everyone has something about them that makes them so unique, so beautiful, that I love the idea of enhancing that. Like when I do my friend's makeup, I have one friend who has these huge eyes. They're huge, huge blue eyes. And I've never seen anybody with eyes that big. I mean, they're just phenomenal. And I emphasize that. And then I have another friend who has the most amazing cheekbones. Like they're like razor sharp. They're fantastic. Anyway, I love that trend. I love that, you know, like Bobbi Brown kind of talks about that in her new line, Jones Road. I love that because I think, you know, it's important to remember that makeup is fun and joyful and all those things, but it also should be for what makes you happy and like what makes you feel confident. And if you have this idea that it's like only one way to do makeup, I think that can be limiting. So my least favorite makeup trends have been I guess it's been like the last 10 years or before that. The Kim Kardashian trend. Nothing against Kim Kardashian. She's a beautiful woman. It's not that. It's just that everyone tried to look the same. They have the same look. They have the same eyebrows, the same contouring, the same liquid lip, the same exact makeup look. Like it's exactly the same. And that I'm always just like, what is the point? I don't, look, it's a beautiful look. And like I said, Kim Kardashian's a stunning woman. But you know, she looks like she looks, and then you should look like you look. Now, if you really like that makeup look and you want to create it and that's what you want to wear, that's fine. I don't have a problem with that. It just feels to me that like people feel the need to look exactly like another person because that's what's attractive or that's what's pretty, and I don't know, this kind of makes me Cringe. How's my mom doing? Thanks for asking. That's very sweet. She's doing really well, actually. She's home, and I bought her this very, very expensive chair that she can sleep in and can sit her all the way up. Like literally you can lie in it like this, and then it just like sits you up so you're standing. And she used that for like the first month or so that she was home, because she really couldn't get in and out of bed. But she called me like 3 weeks ago and she was all excited. I was like, what happened? She's like, I can get in and out of bed. So she's been working on her physical therapy, occupational therapy, all that good stuff. She's still got a long way to go. You know, she's 79. She broke her hip pretty badly. So, you know, think about whatever age you're at when you hurt yourself. You should, you know, there's a road back. But she's doing really well. She's feeling much better, and she just looks much happier. Like when you see her, she's just much happier. She's probably watching this video, so hi, Mom. But yes, she's doing much better. How do you balance filming, editing, etc. with a full-time job? What is your routine and schedule? I am exhausted most of the time. So how do I balance it? I'm very organized. I'm very, very organized. I have specific times that I film on the weekends, and I film 2 to 3 videos on the weekends. I edit it. If I can get it edited through the weekend, I do that. And if I don't, I get it edited like on a Monday through Wednesday night, depending. I try to schedule my calls and meetings and everything for work so that the night will be relatively free so I can finish editing. But I try to do all the filming on the weekends, which is why I do 3 videos a week, because I can get 3 videos done on a weekend. Sometimes there are like things that come up that I can get a video recorded at night at work, like on a work week, or there's a day off or something like that. But I have to be very, very scheduled, because work is work and it's the number 1 priority, obviously. I have to fit this in when I can fit it in. And then of course I work out a lot, because to me that's very important. Part of my mental and physical health. I have a Peloton. I'm very lucky. My husband got me a Peloton way before pandemic, which I asked for. It wasn't like he got me a Peloton and, you know, like that commercial. I asked for a Peloton. And so we have that downstairs, and that's awesome because it just makes it so much easier. So I go down and use the Peloton. I will be going back to hot yoga, thank goodness, very soon. Now that I think we're in a better place and I feel more comfortable and everyone's vaccinated and everything. But they have lifted mask mandates indoors in most of the places, so I'm going back to hot yoga very soon. So I just try to blend everything in as best I can, but I stay extremely organized at all times. First luxury beauty purchase. I just did a video about this. I don't know which one's going up first, but my first luxury beauty purchase was Chanel Vamp nail polish. That was my first. I had other beauty, like my mom had bought me makeup when I was in high school. Like she got me some mascara, and I had those lip smacks. You know those lip smacks? In fact, Scott Medwatts, who's the sweetest man alive, from Chantecaille, was somewhere and he saw those lip smacks and he sent them to me. Because I had mentioned in my video, like this was one of the first beauty products that I had ever used. And he found, I don't know where he found these, but he found them somewhere and he sent them to me in the mail. Like just the nicest man. Anyway, and these still smell, yeah, they smell, they smell exactly like this was bubblegum. But anyway, so I had, you know, like that type of stuff, but I didn't have luxury makeup. My mother didn't wear luxury makeup, and so I didn't have it. I think I had like a Chanel lipstick and some kind of Chanel something, powder or something, that either my mother had or somebody had, my aunt had, that they gave me, I'm not sure. But the first luxury product I made was Chanel Vamp. Best foundation that doesn't settle into fine lines. Here's the thing. That's tricky. And the reason that's tricky is because it depends on your skin type. My skin's very, very dry. What I'm wearing right now is the La Mer foundation. This is the Fluid Foundation, one of my favorite foundations of all time. It does not settle into lines, and I love this foundation, and I've been wearing it for years. Tom Ford Shade and Illuminate, which is a newer one. Love that one. That doesn't settle into fine lines. But here's the thing. It depends on your skin. Like if you have oilier skin and you're older and you have lines, it's going to be very different than if you're older like me or older and you have dry skin. So I would say for a dry skin type, La Mer Fluid, Tom Ford Shade and Illuminate, the By Terry Densilus Really good foundation. There's like 5 shades though. I don't know why. The Sisley Anti-Aging Foundation. It's the Sislia. It's very expensive. Not a lot of shades in that either, unfortunately. The Reboot Foundation from Makeup Forever. Really, really good. The Estee Lauder Futurist and the Fenty, it's the one that, Pro Filter. Those are the ones that occur to me off the top of my head. They're all good. They don't settle into fine lines. How do you make time for yourself with such a hectic, time-consuming job? I don't. No, I'm just kidding. No, it's hard. It's really hard. Like I said, I schedule time to work out. I schedule time for Peloton time. Cody Rigsby is my favorite instructor, by the way. If anyone wants to like do a ride with me sometime, that's who I usually ride with. You know, it's difficult. My husband works a lot too. My husband has a job not at all similar to what I do, but like same kind of hours, if not more. And so it's difficult. We do find time. We schedule it though. Like we're like, okay, this night or this, you know. I do try to spend a couple hours doing nothing every week. It's just really hard to do. We are going away for my 50th birthday. I'm not actually, my husband and I are traveling. It's not actually going to be on my 50th birthday when we're traveling. We're traveling earlier in the month, and I'll explain all of that later, but we are taking a week and traveling, so I'm very excited about that. Let's see. Hi, let's see. Hi, I love your channel. Do you have any type of filming editing schedule? Yeah, that's what I was talking about. My filming editing schedule is I work all week, pretty much 8 to 6 every day, and it's back to 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 back. Sometimes I forget to eat lunch. I forgot to go to the bathroom, and then Saturday and Sunday I film. And I've gotten better at getting the filming down. Like the filming usually takes an hour for each video, somewhere in that range. So it takes about 3 hours to do 3 videos, and then editing and, you know, prep and all that stuff. So I would say it's 10 to 20 hours on the weekends. So it's both days, and then nights during the week when I can fit it in. I know, that's why I'm tired. Congratulations. What are your top 3 skincare products? I'd say number 1 is the Cogendo Spa Water. Hands down, everyone should buy that. It's amazing. I don't have any affiliate links. It's just an amazing product. You should buy it. It's absolutely fantastic. Cogendo Spa Water. First step in my cleanse. Second would be, if I only could pick 3, second would be the Sislia Essential Lotion, and now the new Nighttime Lotion. I can't tell you which one I like better, and they're basically, one has been around for a long time and I've used it for a very long time and I love it. The Nighttime one I've just started using, but I gotta say it's pretty freaking good. And so they're the same kind of they're the same product. They have different purposes. I think the Nighttime one is more firming, and I think it's more anti-aging than the other one. I think the other one is a way to prep your skin for absorption of other products. I think it moisturizes well as well, but the night one, I think it has more active ingredients. So, but anyway, I love them both. And third is La Mer Soft Lotion in the pump. I use that every single day. That's the moisturizer I use during the day. There's lots of others, guys. Chantecaille has a ton of products that I always use. Retrove, Sisley product. I mean, there's a bunch, but if I only can pick 3. Which law school did you go to? What is your area of expertise in field of law? So I went to the University of Denver Law School. It's a private university, and I studied corporate law. Contracts is really kind of how I focused. I originally thought that I wanted to do international law. I went to an international university for undergrad. I went to American University in Washington, D.C., and I really loved international relations. Then I went to law school and realized that there is no international law. It's really all treaties and agreements. And I was like, nope, this is too fluid for me. So I liked contracts and I liked that type of work. But then I actually went into policy work. So I actually focus on health policy. I work for a company that I don't like to give too much away because I try to keep them very separate things. But health policy, I focus right now on Medicaid and Medicaid policy. What colleges did you attend? Just told you. Before you started your YouTube channel, did you have another hobby? Yeah, I've always had hobbies because it's really important, I think, to have different things outside of work that you do. It forces you to have something of a balance, especially when you have a job like I do. Hot yoga and working out like Peloton was always something that I did because I think it's good for me physically and mentally. But I love puzzles, any type of puzzles, like, you know, puzzles like puzzle pieces, putting together, you know, 2,000, 5,000, 10,000 piece puzzles, but also like math puzzles and, you know, block puzzle, all of that. I love puzzles. And so I always try to do those types of things to keep myself sharp, but also I enjoy it. I think it's fun. I actually like math problems. I like that stuff. What got you into doing makeup on YouTube and what do you love about it? So honestly, I got into doing makeup on YouTube because of my husband. It's kind of funny. So I never watched YouTube. I really didn't until about 3 years ago. But my husband watches YouTube all the time, loves YouTube. And I just don't watch television. I know, I don't. I just am not, there's maybe a few things I watch, but for the most part, I don't watch TV. And so I really didn't watch YouTube and I wasn't really on social media. And my husband was watching YouTube and he said to me, this was like 3 or 4 years ago. He's like, you'd be great. You'd be great. You should start a channel. You should do a podcast. And I was like, no. And I thought it sort of stuck with me, like, cause I was like, that's interesting. And because I love creative outlets and I've always loved art, and I haven't really practiced art in a very long time. Like I haven't painted and I haven't drawn and I haven't done that for many, many years. I used to do it all the time when I was younger, but after law school and the job that I have and the immersiveness of it, I just haven't really had the time to do that. So I was like, well, you know, makeup. I do makeup. Like I do my makeup every day. Like when I was going into the office every day way back when I was in DC, I put on a full face of makeup every day I went into the office. And so that was my artistic expression because I didn't have any others. And I was like, you know, I could do that. It'd be fun. It would just be fun. And it would be a way for me to do something creative outside of work. And I was already up here in Boston working from home and just traveling a lot. And I thought, well, what I could do is, you know, I could do like 1 or 2 videos a week. And when I'm traveling for work all the time, I could actually do videos from, you know, the travel locations I'm in. That'll be interesting. And that's kind of how I thought of it. And then it took off faster than I thought it was going to. You know, like I set a goal of like reaching 1,000 subscribers and getting monetized by the end of the year, you know, not as really like a business plan or anything. It was just like, oh, that's a goal. I like to make goals for myself, you know, so I know kind of what I'm doing and where I reach. And it actually happened faster than I thought. And then it grew again. And I was just like, wow, people are actually interested in watching me. This is fascinating. What I like about it, it is fun for me to be able to, I love doing makeup. I love the beauty of makeup. I love you know, I just love the colors and the fabric and like, I just love all of it. But the thing I like most about it, honestly, is all of you. Like I have met so many fantastic people who I would consider friends, even though some of them I've never met in person, that I never would have gotten to meet. I never would have met these people, ever. And that's something that, you know, just didn't exist when I was young. We didn't have this, you know, like I met my husband, I actually met my husband online, but we didn't have texting when we met. It's not something we had. Like there's just this whole social media, this YouTube, Instagram, TikTok world can bring together people who never would have connected. And I absolutely love that. There's a lot of negative things about social media, but that one is, in my opinion, a huge positive. Do I have a favorite brand? That's tough. It's probably Chanel, and I mentioned this in the other video that I did, the tag video that Michelle Wong did. Because I worked for Chanel and because I was in some ways trained by some of their makeup artists, I feel a connection to Chanel that I might not feel to other brands, even though I love Tom Ford, Dior, and Chantecaille. And so there's probably a connection to Chanel that I don't have necessarily with other brands. What is the most fabulous place you've ever visited or been to? Florence. Loved Florence. Probably has something to do with the artist nature of Florence. There were local artists, you know, painting just on the streets, and the markets were really cool, and the food was, well, I mean, all the food in Italy is phenomenal, but Florence was probably the place that I most loved. You know, I've been to a lot of different places, and in the United States, it's probably Carmel. Love Carmel. I really do. It's like one of my favorite places, but Florence was probably the most fabulous place I've ever been. Which line of law do you practice? Family law, corporate. Like I said, I studied corporate law, contract law, but I actually work in health policy. Please an update on your skincare routines. I will be having a skincare video coming up soon. I always test out any new skincare for several months before I do video, unless there's something that I use and it irritates, or like if there's a problem immediately, then I'll tell you. But I feel like, you know, even a month isn't long enough. So I have been using the new Chanel products, the Chanel, the Camellia products, the #1 products. I have the new Sicily nighttime lotion, and I have the Chantecaille 24 karat gold firming lotion cream that they were kind enough to send me, and I'm trying all of those things, and I'll have updates soon, but I will have a skincare video coming. Do you ever feel guilty about spending on beauty? I do all the time. No, I don't. Let me tell you why. So here's the thing. I set budgets up for myself on everything that I do. I know how much money I make, and I know what I feel comfortable spending and what I don't feel comfortable spending. And I decide to spend a certain amount of my money on certain things. And beauty is important to me. I like luxury beauty. As I've said many times, I get a lot of joy out of it. I don't have children. I do have a puppy. I lost my two other puppies in November. And you know, a lot of money goes to them, or did, because they were all, I laugh because it's just every time I think of them, they make me smile. They were older and had all kinds of they had a lot of different health issues. And the dog that I have now, Harper, he is blind. He has no teeth. He has one eye. He has problems with his nails and his skin. Like, he has health issues too. I always rescue the ones that have health issues. Anyway, so that, you know, I spend money on that. I spend money on my house. I spend money. But honestly, I have worked very hard to get where I have in my corporate life. And when I was, you know, out of law school, I didn't have a lot of money. I did not spend money on a lot of luxury makeup. I promise you. I had a very, you know, I had a smaller salary than you might think for someone coming out of law school in Washington, D.C. And I had law school loans that I had to pay for. I had my rent, which, you know, D.C. rent is insane. And I had, you know, I was very lucky. My parents gave me a car when I was 21, so I didn't have to pay for that. But there was, you know, I very much budgeted, and I didn't spend a lot of money on beauty because it wasn't reasonable for me to do so, given the parameters of what I had. I am now in a place in my life that it fits comfortably in my budget. And that's what I've always said to people, like when they're like, well, you should buy. I don't think you should buy anything you don't feel comfortable buying. But if you have a budget that works for you and you're happy with it and you feel you can afford these things, then don't feel guilty about it. Enjoy it. If it's making you feel guilty, if it's making you feel bad, then my advice, for whatever it's worth, is to try to understand why. Like, do you feel like you're not worth it? Because you are. You're absolutely worth it. All of you. Everyone is. But if you feel like it's because there may be an issue about spending, I totally get that. I think a lot of people feel that way. And there's lots of places and a lot of people you can talk to about, you know, not overspending. Because it is important. Absolutely. Financial stability is a very important thing, and I wouldn't take that lightly. And the last question that everyone has is like, what are your plans for the future on the channel and everything? I don't know. I really don't. I hope to stay on YouTube. I hope to grow the channel. I hope to interact more and more with all of you. I, of course, continue to work. And so this will be a part-time gig, if you will, you know, for the foreseeable future. But this is something, in my opinion, like, can grow and evolve. Like maybe I will do a podcast someday. Maybe I don't know, whatever the next platform is. I mean, frankly, when I was young, YouTube didn't exist, TikTok didn't exist, Instagram didn't exist. So who knows what will be next? And I find that it's important to be a constant evolving learner, like somebody who's always trying new things, learning new skills, trying different things to see, you know, what you like. I think that's very important. I think it keeps us young. So, you know, we'll see where all of this takes us, but I want to thank all of you for getting us this far, because 5K is a huge milestone. I'm very, very excited. I'm glad that I can give back to all of you with the giveaway. Like I said in the upfront part of the video, the details for the giveaway will all be in the description box, and then there will be things over on Instagram as well. Don't feel badly if you're not on Instagram. I understand that. Not everybody wants to be over there. You still can get 2 chances to enter here on YouTube. So it's not like, you know, you can't enter the giveaway. I will post pictures of everything that's in the giveaway again, but I'm not going to specifically put what's in each giveaway. It's going to be a surprise. Hopefully all of you will be excited by anything that's in the giveaway. They're really good things, I promise. They're all things that I loved. And then, like I said, the Chanel Snow Globe will be 1. So that'll be like giveaway number 1. And then there'll be the 4 others that I'll break up all the rest into. So thanks so much for joining me today, guys. And thanks for all the questions. I really do appreciate it. I hope to see you in another video really soon.